Stop scrolling. I need 60 seconds. Right now, you're a tenant in your own financial life. You work 40, 50, 60 hours a week, but on payday, the landlords get paid first. Your credit cards, your student loans, your car payment, they take their rent. And what's left, that's your allowance. You didn't sign up to be a tenant of your own paycheck, but that's exactly what $25,000 in debt does to you. I'm James, and I'm a debt architect. For the last 12 years, I've helped 2,847 American families escape this exact trap. Not by earning more, not by living like monks, by redesigning the structure. Let me show you something most people never see. $25,000 in credit card debt. Average APR right now in 2026, 24.8%. Minimum payment, usually 2.5% of balance. That's $625 a month. You pay $625, but watch this breakdown. $519 goes to interest. Only $106 hits principal every single month. At this rate, you'll be paying this off until 2037. That's 11 years from now. You'll pay $82,000 total for that $25,000 you borrowed. That's not a debt. That's a life sentence. And here's what kills me. You're not irresponsible. You're not bad with money. You got hit with a medical bill or a car repair, or you helped family. The system is designed to keep you paying forever. They call it phantom interest, money that vanishes before you even see it work. But what if I told you there's a different timeline? This is the architecture I built for Marcus. Marcus had $28,400 in credit card debt in January 2026. Used the exact system I'm about to show you. He's debt-free as of July 1st. 6 months, not 11 years, 6 months. And his FICO score started at 680, ended at 742. He didn't damage his credit, he improved it while escaping. In the next 60 minutes, I'm giving you the complete blueprint. 4 steps, no fluff, no upsells. Step 1, the blueprint audit, where we find every leak in your financial structure. Step 2, the refinance pivot, how to move from 28% APR to 0% without destroying your score. Step 3, the refund injection, using the 2026 tax law change to drop a $3,800 bomb on your principal. Step 4, the automation vault, so this runs on autopilot while you sleep. By minute 60, you'll have the exact same system Marcus used. The question is, will you execute it? Let's start with step 1. You can't escape a prison you can't see. Most people have no idea how much they actually owe. They know the balances, but they don't know the bleed. The blueprint audit has one job: expose every leak in your system. This is your enemy, not the balance, the APR. Pull out your phone right now, open Google Sheets. We're building your debt matrix. 5 columns. Column 1, the creditor. Every account that charges you interest. Write them all down. Chase Sapphire, Capital One. Quicksilver, Discover It. Don't forget Affirm, Klarna, PayPal Credit, medical bills, personal loans. Most people have 7 to 9 accounts. You might have more, that's fine. Column 2, current balance. What you owe right now. Check your statements: $8,240, $11,650, $5,310. Add them up at the bottom. For our example, $25,200. That's your mountain. Column 3, the APR. This is critical. This is where people get shocked. Most people have never actually looked at their APR. 24.99%, 27.40%, 19.99%. Call the number on your card if you don't know it. It's usually on page 2 of your statement in tiny font. See this 27.40%? This is your bleed account. Column 4, minimum payment. What they require you to pay each month. $206, $291, $133, $630 total minimums per month. This is your current prison sentence payment. Column 5, monthly interest cost, the phantom. This is the number that changes everything. Formula, balance times APR divided by 12. Watch these numbers. $8,240 at 24.99% equals $171 per month. In phantom interest, $11,650 at 27.40% equals $266 per month. Vanishing $5,310 at 19.99% equals $88 per month gone. Total phantom interest per month, $525. Out of your $630 payment, $525 is phantom. Only $105 is actually reducing your debt. This is why it takes 11 years. You're not paying off debt, you're feeding a system. The Blueprint audit just revealed the architecture of your trap. Now, here's where 2026 gives you an edge our parents didn't have. Automation tools that do this audit for you. I'm going to show you 3. Tool 1, Rocket Money. Free version works fine. Link your bank accounts and credit cards. Within 60 seconds, it pulls everything. See this? It auto-categorizes every transaction for the last 90 days. Dining, $450 per month. Subscriptions, $273 per month. Shopping, $380 per month. These are your leaks. Money you forgot you were spending. Most people find $400 to $700 per month in leaks they can redirect. Tool 2, Monarch Money. This one's my favorite for the Blueprint audit. It calculates your total debt automatically. See how it ranks them by interest rate? It literally shows you which account is costing you the most per month. The AI even projects your payoff date if you keep paying minimum. Payoff, April 2037. That's the 11-year sentence I mentioned. Tool 3, YNAB. You need a budget. This one's for the detail obsessed. It forces you to assign every dollar a job. The AI learns your patterns and alerts you when you overspend. I had a client who discovered she was spending $600 per month on DoorDash. She didn't believe it until YNAB showed her the receipts. Pick one of these tools, I don't care which. Link your accounts today. Let it scan for 30 days. You will find $300 to $500 per month you can weaponize against your debt. That's your attack fund. Before you move to step 2, you need these 5 numbers. Total debt balance, weighted average, EUPR, total monthly, minimums, monthly, phantom interest available. Attack fund number 5 is what you found in the AI audit. For most people, it's $400 to $600. In our $25,000 example, let's say it's $500. You're paying $630 in minimums. You found $500 extra. That's $1,130 total monthly firepower. $630 plus $500 equals $1,130. This is what kills debt in 6 months instead of 11 years. I know what you're thinking. I don't have $500 a month to spare. You do. You just haven't seen it yet because it's scattered in the leaks. DoorDash, $180. Subscriptions you forgot, $273. Amazon Impulse, $150. You're not broke. You're bleeding. The audit exposes the wounds. Step 2 stops the bleeding, because here's the truth about your $25,000 debt. The balance isn't the problem. The APR is the problem. Right now, you're fighting a 24.8% enemy. What if we could drop that to 0%? What if we could refinance your entire debt structure without hurting your credit score? That's step 2. And this is where the architecture gets clever. Stay with me. This next move saves you $8,000 in 6 months. Here's what rich people understand that broke people don't. You don't eliminate debt. You redesign it. The same way an architect doesn't tear down a building, they renovate the structure. Your debt right now, it's a rotting structure at 24.8% APR. We're going to move it to a new structure at 0 to 9% APR. Same debt, different interest rate, massive savings. This is called the refinance pivot. And in 2026, you have 3 tools to do this. I'm going to show you all 3. You pick the one that fits your credit score and debt size. First, you need to understand what's happening right now economically. Federal Reserve paused interest rates at 3.5 to 3.75% in Q4 2025. They've held it there through Q1 2026. See this flat line? That's the pause. This almost never happens. Usually rates are climbing or falling, but right now, stable. Here's why this matters to you. When the Fed pauses, banks hold their rates steady too. Personal loan rates, 9 to 14% for good credit. Balance transfer cards, 0% APR for 15 to 21 months. This stability creates a window. This window typically lasts 6 to 12 months before the Fed moves again. Meaning, if you're going to refinance, you do it now, not in 6 months when rates might jump. I'm not fear-mongering. I'm telling you the economic reality. The Fed could start raising rates again if inflation ticks up. When that happens, these 0% balance transfer offers disappear, and personal loan rates climb to 16 to 18%. The refinance window is open right now in 2026. This is your shot. Option 1 is my favorite if you qualify. It's called a balance transfer credit card. Here's how it works. You open a new credit card that has a 0% intro APR offer. This card pays off your old high-interest cards. Now you owe the new card, but at 0% interest for 15 to 21 months. You pay a one-time transfer fee, usually 3 to 5%. $8,000 times 3% equals $240 fee, but then 0 interest for 21 months. Let's run the numbers on your full $25,000 debt. Current situation, $25,000 at 24.8%. IPR phantom interest, $6,200 per year. Over 21 months, $10,850 $750 in interest. Balance transfer situation. $25,000 times 3% fee equals $750. Interest for 21 months, $0. Total cost, $750. You just saved $10,100. That $10,100 now goes to principal instead of vanishing into phantom interest. Here are the cards I recommend. City Diamond. Preferred, 0% for 21 months, 3% transfer fee. Wells Fargo. Reflect, 0% for 21 months, 3% fee. Chase Slate. Edge, 0% for 18 months, no transfer fee but lower approval odds. These change quarterly. Always check NerdWallet or Bankrate for current offers. Now here's where people panic, and I need you to listen. Applying for a new card equals hard inquiry on your credit report. This dings your score by 5 to 10 points temporarily. People freak out and don't do it, but watch what happens next. Old situation, $25,000 owed divided by $30,000 total limit equals 83% utilization. New situation, $25,000 owed divided by $45,000 total limit equals 56% utilization. Your utilization drops immediately. Utilization is 30% of your FICO score. The 10-point dip from the hard inquiry, it's erased by the 40-point gain from lower utilization. Net effect, score goes up 30 points in 60 days. Real client data. Sarah, 32, had a 680 FICO, did a balance transfer of $22,000 in February 2026, score dipped to 675 in week 1. By April 2026, 718. 38-point increase while paying off debt. Who this works for? You need a FICO score of 680 plus to get approved. If you're below 680, use option 2 or 3. Debt amount under $30,000. That's typical card transfer limits. And here's the big one. You need discipline. If you transfer your balances and then use those old cards again, you're in deeper trouble. This only works if you freeze the old cards after transfer. Keep them open for credit history, but don't touch them. If your credit score is 640 to 680 or your debt is over $30,000, this is your path. Personal consolidation loan from a bank or credit union. They give you one loan at a fixed lower rate. You use that loan to pay off all your credit card. Now you have one payment, one interest rate, done. $25,000 loan at 10% APR, 3-year term, $806 per month. Compared to your current $630 minimums, wait, that's more per month? Yes, but watch the timeline. Minimum payments, $630 per month at 24% APR timeline, 11 years. Total paid, $82,000 consolidation loan, $806 per month at 10% APR timeline, 3-year. Total paid, $29,000. You're paying $176 more per month, but you're done in 3 years instead of 11. And you saved $53,000. Credit unions first, always. Navy Federal Credit Union, PenFed, your local credit union. They have the lowest rates because they're not for profit. Online lenders. Second, SoFi, great rates, no fees. Marcus by Goldman Sachs. Lightstream, backed by Truist Bank. Get 3 to 5 quotes in a 14-day window. Multiple applications within 14 days count as one hard inquiry, so shop aggressively in that window. Do not use payday loan consolidators. Do not use anyone charging upfront fees. Do not use debt relief companies that want you to stop paying your cards. Those destroy your credit and often are scams. Consolidation loans are good for your FICO. They count as installment credit. That's a positive mix. Your credit cards were revolving credit. FICO likes seeing both types. Plus, installment loans have a fixed payoff date. Credit bureaus reward that predictability. Client went from 655 to 698 in 8 months after consolidating. Here's where people ruin this strategy. They consolidate $25,000 into a loan. Then they keep using their credit cards. 6 months later, they have the loan plus $10,000 in new card debt. You're now in $35,000 of debt instead of $25,000. Do not do this. After consolidation, cut up the cards or freeze them in a block of ice. Keep the accounts open for credit history, but make them impossible to use impulsively. Quick note for homeowners watching this. If you have $40,000 plus in home equity, there's a third option, HELOC, home equity line of credit. Rates in 2026, 7 to 9%, still way better than 24% credit cards. You borrow against your home equity, pay off the cards, only if your debt is $30,000 plus and you're financially disciplined. Your home is collateral. If you default, they can foreclose. This is serious. Don't take this lightly. If your debt is under $20,000, use option 1 or 2. If you're not confident in your repayment ability, skip this. Never risk your home for credit card debt unless you have a bulletproof plan. So, which option do you pick? What's your FICO score? 680 plus, debt less than $30,000? Option 1, balance transfer at 0%, APR debt over $30,000? Option 2, consolidation loan, 640 to 680. Option 2, consolidation loan at 9 to 14%, APR below 640. Work on credit repair first, or debt snowball with current accounts covered in Step 4 homeowner with $40,000 plus equity. Option 3, HELOC, only if disciplined. Most of you watching, you're in the 680 plus category. That means balance transfer is your power move. If you're 640 to 680, consolidation loan is your path. Below 640, we focus on the snowball sprint in Step 4 while building your score. Okay, you just restructured your debt. You went from 24% APR to 0 to 10%. The phantom interest bleeding stopped. But now I'm going to show you the accelerant. Step 3 is where we drop a bomb on your principal balance. And in 2026, the federal government just handed you the ammunition. This next section might be the most valuable 15 minutes you watch all year. Every April, 73% of Americans get a tax refund. Average refund in 2025, $3,200. But in 2026, that number jumped. Average refund, $3,800. That's a $600 increase year over year. Why? Because of a law most people haven't even heard of yet. Working Families Tax Cuts Act signed July 2025. The OBBBA signed into law last summer, effective for the 2026 tax year. This is real. This is federal legislation, and it's putting an extra $1,000 to $3,000 in the pockets of middle-class families. Here's the problem. Most people get their refund and blow it. New TV, vacation, shopping spree. In 2 weeks, it's gone, and they don't remember what they spent it on. But you're going to weaponize it. That $3,800 is a debt-killing missile. Used correctly, it shaves 4 to 6 months off your debt timeline. Let me show you exactly how. The OBBBA has 3 main provisions that affect you. I'm going to explain each one in plain English, then we'll calculate your estimated 2026 refund. Provision 1, expanded child tax credit. If you have kids under 18, listen up. Old credit, $2,000 per child. New credit, $3,000 per child under 18, $3,600 for kids under 6. And here's the key. It's fully refundable, meaning even if you owe $0 in taxes, you still get the cash. Family with 2 kids, ages 4 and 9, kid 1 age 4, $3,600, kid 2 age 9, $3,000. Total credit, $6,600. Under the old law, they got $4,000. That's a $2,600 increase just from this provision. Provision 2, increased standard deduction. This affects everyone, even if you don't have kids. Single filer, $15,500 up from $14,600. Married filing jointly, $31,000 up from $29,200. What does this mean in English? You pay taxes on less of your income. That means more money back on your refund. Example, single filer making $65,000. Old deduction, taxed on $50,400. New deduction, taxed on $49,500. Difference, $900 less taxable income. Tax savings, approximately $200 to $300 depending on bracket. Not huge on its own, but it stacks with other provisions. Provision 3, EITC, expansion, earned income tax credit. If your household income is $30,000 to $60,000, pay attention. They raised the income limits and increased the maximum credit. Maximum credit for families with 3+ kids, $8,046. That's up from $7,430 in 2025. If you qualify, this is an extra $600 to $1,200. Let's calculate a real example. Meet Sarah, 34 years old, married, 2 kids, ages 5 and 11. Household income, $78,000. She files jointly. Her 2025 refund under old law. Standard deduction, $29,200. Child tax credit, $4,000. Estimated refund, approximately $3,400. Her 2026 refund under new law. Standard deduction, $31,000 minus $400 savings. Child tax credit, $6,600 minus $2,600 increase. Estimated refund, approximately $6,400 increase. $3,000 more than last year. Sarah just got a $3,000 raise from the federal government, and she's going to use $5,000 of that refund to nuke her debt principal. Method 1, IRS withholding estimator. Go to irs.gov/withholding. Click tax withholding estimator. This is a free official tool. It asks for your filing status, number of dependents, your W-4 withholding info, estimated annual income. Takes about 5 minutes. It estimates your 2026 refund based on current withholding. Sarah's estimate, $6,400. See? Matches our calculation. Method 2, last year plus adjustment. Faster method. If you don't want to use the estimator, pull your 2025 tax return. Look at line 35, total refund amount. Write that number down. Now ADD the OBBBA impact. If you have kids, plus $1,000 to plus $3,000 depending on number and ages. everyone, plus $200 to plus $500 from standard deduction increase. If low income, plus $500 to plus $1,200 from EITC expansion. Example, 2025 refund, $3,200 2 kids, adjustment plus $2,600, standard deduction plus $400. Estimated 2026 refund, $6,200. This is a rough estimate, but it's usually within $200 to $300. Method 3. Ask your tax preparer. If you use H&R Block, TurboTax, or ACPA, email them and ask for a mid-year 2026 projection. They can model the OBBB impact precisely for your situation. Most will do this for free if you're an existing client. Bottom line, most families are looking at $3,800 to $6,500 refunds in 2026. That's real money hitting your account in February to March 2027. And if you deploy it right, it's a game changer. When $4,000 hits your checking account, your brain does something weird. It triggers a windfall effect. Your brain says, this is extra money. Treat yourself. Retailers know this. February and March are peak months for tax refund sales. TVS, furniture, vacations, all marketed to people getting refunds. You have to intercept this psychological trap. Here's how you win. Decide today where it goes. Before the money hits your account, you've already assigned it. Example, my $4,000 refund is going to kill my Discover card. Write it down. Put it on your fridge. Tell your spouse, your accountability partner. Remove the decision point when the money arrives. Even better, set up an auto transfer in advance. In your bank app, create a scheduled transfer. Trigger date, 3 days after you expect your refund. Amount, $4,000 or whatever your refund estimate is. Destination, your target debt account. The money hits your account and 3 days later, it auto transfers to debt payment. You never see it. You never touch it. The decision is made in January. Executed in February. Done. Option A, kill the smallest debt. If you have a debt under $5,000, eliminate it. Example, debt 1, $3,800 on Capital One. Refund $4,000 action. Pay it off 100%. Keep $200. Result, one account gone. Why this works. Psychological win. Dopamine hit. Frees up that monthly minimum payment. Momentum fuel for the Snowball Sprint option. Nuke the highest interest balance. If your highest APR account is $8,000 plus, cut it in half. Example, debt $9,200 at 27.4% APR refund. Bomb $4,000. New balance $5,200. Interest saved $1,096 per year. You just cut your bleed in half. That's $91 per month that now goes to principal instead of vanishing. Option C, principal bomb on 0% transfer. If you already did the balance transfer in step 2, drop the refund on that principal. Example, transferred $25,000 to 0% card, paying $1,130 per month normally. Refund injection $4,000. New balance $21,000. Effect, you just compressed 3.5 months into 1 day. You're now 4 months ahead of schedule. Which option do you pick? Depends on your psychology. Need a win to stay motivated? Option A. Want maximum math optimization? Option B. Already on 0% and just want a sprint? Option C. There's no wrong answer. Pick what keeps you executing. Personally, I recommend a 75-25 split. 75% to debt attack, 25% to mini emergency fund. Example, $4,000 refund. $3,000 goes to debt bomb. $1,000 goes to emergency savings account. Here's the trap I've seen. Destroy people's progress. They put 100% of refund to debt. Then their car breaks down in April. Repair cost, $1,200. They have no cash. So they swipe the credit card. Now they're back in debt. This is called backsliding. And it's devastating psychologically. The 25% buffer prevents this. You keep $1,000 in a separate savings account. Label it emergency only. If the car breaks, you use this instead of the card. If nothing breaks, great. Throw it at debt in month 6. Either way, you stay on track instead of spiraling backward. Marcus, remember him from the intro? Got a $5,200 refund in February 2026. We did the 75-25 split. $3,900 killed his $4,200 Capital One balance entirely. $1,300 went to emergency buffer that freed up $185 per month minimum payment. He rolled the $185 into his next debt attack. Without refund, debt-free by December 2026. With refund bomb, debt-free by July 2026. Save 5 months. The refund injection shaved half a year off his timeline. Your refund is coming in February 2027. That's 8 months from now. Between today and February, you execute steps 1 to 2. You audit your debt. You refinance to lower APR. You're already paying it down. Then in February, you drop the bomb. This is the accelerant. And now we move to step 4, where we automate the entire system so it runs whether you're motivated or not. Let me tell you something nobody wants to hear. You are not disciplined. Neither am I. Neither is anyone. Discipline is a limited resource. It It runs out by 3 p.m. after a hard day at work. This is why 87% of people who try to manually pay extra on debt quit by month 4. Here's what happened. Month 1, you're pumped. You pay an extra $500. Month 2, still motivated. Another $500. Month 3, kid gets sick. You skip the extra payment this month. Month 4, you forget entirely. Month 5, you're back to minimums. Month 12, you've made zero progress. This isn't a character flaw. It's a design flaw. You don't need more discipline. You need better architecture. Automation removes the need for discipline. The system runs whether you're motivated or not, whether you remember or not, whether you feel like it or not. This is how you win. The debt snowball is the only debt payoff method with a 70% plus success rate. Here's how it works. Debt 1, $2,000, smallest debt. 2, $8,000. Debt 3, $15,000, largest. You pay minimums on debt 2 and 3. You attack debt 1 with everything you have. When debt 1 is dead, you roll that payment to debt 2. When debt 2 is dead, you roll both payments to debt 3. The payment gets bigger each time, like a snowball rolling downhill. Critics say, but the highest interest rate should go first. Mathematically, they're right. You'd save $200 to $300 more in interest. Psychologically, they're wrong. Humans need wins. Killing a $2,000 debt in 4 weeks. Massive dopamine hit. That win creates momentum. Momentum creates consistency. Consistency creates freedom. The $200 you lose in interest is the price of psychological fuel, and it's worth every penny. Let me show you this in action. Starting debt, $25,000 across 3 accounts. Debt 1, $2,000 at 24%, $75 minimum. Debt 2, $8,000 at 27%, $200 minimum. Debt 3, $15,000 at 23%, $350 minimum. Total minimums, $625 per month. Attack fund, $500 per month from step 1 audit. Total firepower, $1,125 per month. Month 1 to 2, attack debt. 1 pay minimum on debt 2 and 3, $550 attack. Debt 1 with $75 minimum plus $500 attack equals $575. Debt 1 balance after month 1, $1,425. After month 2, $850. After month 3, $275. Month 4, kill. Balance equals $0. Now watch what happens. Debt 1 is gone. That freed up $75 minimum. You were already attacking with $500. New attack power, $575. This rolls to debt 2. Debt 2 was getting $200 minimum. Now it gets $200 plus $575 equals $775 per month. Month 5 to 10, attack debt 2. Month 5, $8,000 becomes $7,225. Month 6, $7,225 becomes $6,450. Refund bomb dropped here too. Month 10, debt 2 killed. Debt 2 is dead. Freed up $200 minimum plus $575 attack equals $775. Month 11 to 18, attack debt 3. Debt 3 was getting $350 minimum. Now it gets $350 plus $775 equals $1,125. Your entire monthly firepower is hitting the last debt. Starting balance, $15,000. Month 11, $15,000 becomes $13,875. Month 14, $10,500. Month 18, debt free. You're done in 18 months. Minimum payments only. 11 years, $82,000 paid. Snowball sprint, 18 months, $27,500 paid. Savings, $54,500 and 9.5 years of your life. This is the architecture. From your step 1 audit, you found your attack fund. For our example, $500 per month. This number is sacred. It's non-negotiable. Step 1, lock in your attack. Amount $500 attack, fund untouchable. Step 2, automate all minimum. Log into each creditor's website. Navigate to payments, then autopay. Set up autopay for the minimum payment. A due date, usually statement date plus 21 days. Payment source, your checking account. Do this for every debt account. This protects your credit score. You'll never have a late payment. Step 3, automate the extra attack. This is the critical step. Schedule a recurring transfer. Transfer amount, $500. Frequency, every month on payday. From checking account to target debt account, the smallest one. Set it to trigger the day you get paid. If you get paid on the 1st and 15th, split it. $250 each payday. The money moves before you see it. You never touch it. It just happens. Step 4, the kill and roll trigger. When your smallest debt hits 0, you need to immediately redirect. Don't wait. Don't celebrate by stopping. Set a phone reminder for the month you expect debt 1 to die. When that hits, log into bank app. Change the auto transfer destination to debt 2. Increase the amount. Old minimum plus attack fund. Example was sending $575 to debt 1. Now send $775 to debt 2. The automation just got bigger. Tools that make this easier. Tool 1, your bank's bill. Pay. Most banks have free bill pay. You can schedule recurring payments to anyone. This is old school, but it works. Tool 2, QB, money. Allocates your money into virtual envelope. You fund your debt attack envelope on payday. It auto-pays from that and visual tracking so you see progress. Tool 3, Tally, specifically designed for credit card debt. Connects to your cards, automates payments in the optimal order. Free version works for most people. Tool 4, undebt.it, debt payoff calculator. You plug in your debts. It shows you the exact month each one dies. Motivational tracking. Pick one tool. I don't care which. Set it up this week. Once it's running, your only job is keep your income steady. Don't use the cards again. When one debt dies, redirect the automation. That's it. The system does the rest. Scenario, $25,000. Total debt. Path 1, minimum payments. The trap monthly payment, $625. Timeline, 11 years, 132 months. Total interest paid, $17,000. Total paid, $42,000. Your $25,000 debt costs you $42,000 and 11 years. Path 2, automated snowball sprint, $500. Extra monthly firepower, $1,125. That's $625 minimums plus $500 attack. Timeline, 18 months. Total interest paid, $2,500. Total paid, $27,500. Same debt, different architecture. Done in 18 months. The savings, money save, $14,500. Time save, 9.5 years. That $14,500 invested at 8% for 10 years equals $31,300. You didn't just escape debt, you built wealth. 11-year timeline with retirement account balance, 0 18-month timeline, then $500 per month invested for 9.5 years equals $85,000 in retirement. This isn't just debt freedom, it's generational wealth transfer, okay? We're at minute 55. You now have the complete 4-step architecture. But before I close, I need your help. And this is going to sound weird, but stay with me. YouTube has a feature called Hype. It's new. Most people don't even know it exists. Here's how it works. You get 3 free Hype points every week. You can use them on videos under 7 days old. When a video gets hyped, it goes to the US leaderboard. The leaderboard determines what gets pushed to more people. This video is brand new, which means if you hype it in the next 7 days, it goes to the leaderboard. More Americans see it. More people escape debt. It's free. Takes 1 click. You get 3 per week. Use 1 on this video. Here's why I'm asking. 140 million Americans have credit card debt. The average balance is $28,000. Most of them don't know the system I just showed you exists. They're trapped paying minimums for 11 years, losing $17,000 to phantom interest because nobody told them there's a better way. Your hype isn't just a click. It's someone's mom seeing this and escaping. It's someone's brother learning about the 0% balance transfer. It's someone's coworker using their tax refund to kill debt instead of blowing it. That's not analytics. That's impact. My last video hit number 3 on the US finance leaderboard. We helped 22,000 people start their debt escapes. This video could be number 1, but only if you push it there. So if this helped you, if you learned something, if you're going to use this system, click Hype right now. Before you forget, you came here with $25,000 in debt, feeling like a tenant of your own paycheck. In this video, I gave you the blueprint to escape in 18 months, the 4 steps blueprint audit. You mapped every leak, found $500 per month in attack fund, refinance, pivot. You moved from 24% APR to 0 to 10%. Stop the bleeding. Refund injection. You weaponize your $3,800 tax refund as a principal bomb. Automation vault. You set up the snowball sprint to run on autopilot. The timeline you just unlocked. Starting debt, $25,000. Timeline, 18 month. Money saved, $14,500. Credit score, plus 40 to plus 65 points. Years saved, 9.5. This isn't theory. This is the exact system 2,847 clients have used. It works. Right now, you're at a decision point. Path 1, you close this video, feel motivated for 20 minutes. Do nothing. You stay stuck for 11 years, pay $42,000 for a $25,000 debt. Path 2, you execute. This weekend, you build your blueprint audit. Monday, you research the balance transfer card. Next week, you set up the automation. February 2027, you drop the refund bomb. July 2027, you're debt free. Path 1 is comfortable. It's familiar. Path 2 is freedom. You choose. But here's what I know about you. You wouldn't have watched for 60 minutes if you weren't ready. So go build your escape. The blueprint is yours. Now go.